What's poppin', billionaires gang? Hope you guys are having an amazing time. I'm just gonna go ahead to our daily usuals. Alright, GPUSD has been a nice guy. The first trade was a loss. Alright, I was waiting for this key psychological level for price to get there and bounce back up. Alright, so price got there, bounce, gave us entry on the lower time frame. Then I got into the trade only to be pinned out by this guy. I always like using very tight stop losses because it helps me to maximize my profit. After that, I got into the trade again. Alright, so that's what I explained about you guys having two entries. That two entries are very important. Okay, so that's just what I did. I got into the trade again, and now we're having almost 1 to 6. Race to reward and trades to running. Today I'm just going to be getting everything away from my chart because I always want to start afresh. It's always good if you're going to be doing your analysis. Don't be sentimental about it. You just have to make sure that you do exactly what you can see on the chart. Okay, so today what I'm really going to be doing is looking for key levels in the market. Price has gotten here, bounce several times right here, comes back here, bounce right here, push back. And yesterday we had a bounce of that key psychological level. I'm just going to be waiting on this zone again. In market, there are trends, there are times where you have a continuation of a trend. All right, market will hardly pull back, and there are situations where you have price pushing back up. If you see retracement and price push back again, if you're expecting price to always push back all the time, it probably won't happen. So that is why we have the idea of having two entries in the market. When price is on an uptrend, you want to make sure you're buying, and when you are buying a break of a key psychological level, or you are buying a retest of a key psychological level. Alright, so what do I mean, right? Let's say peradventure price has been coming all the way from here, broke here. After breaking here, you are left with trading this key psychological level right here. Now you're expecting price to probably come back to this point here before you get into the trade. So you're expecting something like this, coming back here and pushing back up. Alright, but most cases it doesn't happen that way. Alright, most cases there are situations where price will not pull back to that point. Alright, so there are situations where price will just get to this point here, break this key psychological level and continue to the upside. So that is the reason why we have the idea of having two entries in the market. Alright, so the first entry is going to be breaking of a key psychological level, and the second entry is going to be a retracement of a key psychological level. We will also be hanging at this point here. We have price bounce of this key psychological level, bounce, price comes back to this point here, bounce. There's a tendency that price will not come back to come and test this zone again. That price will just continue to push up to the upside. Alright, so that is the reason we have to be prepared for that. So that's just what I'm going to be looking for on GBPUSD this morning. I'm going to be trading a bounce of this zone here, or probably a break of this key psychological level. Moving on to SPX. SPX is still on a downtrend. So in this situation, I want to be looking for sales. Alright, I want to be looking for sales, and the first zone I'm going to be trading is this, right? That is, I'm probably expecting price to bounce back here, after bouncing back here to continue to the downside. That type of situation. Alright, and if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be trading this key psychological level right here. So as we speak right now, if I see an entry or an entry trigger to go short and go short. Looking at gold is on an uptrend, so I'm just going to be looking for buys alone. Alright, so and the zones where I want to attack gold is going to be this key psychological level right here. Why am I choosing here? We have a bounce before we have price bounce back to this point here. And also I'm going to be trading this key psychological level. Like I said before, price might not retrace completely back to this point here. We can have price break above this point here and continue to crash back up. Alright, so that's what I want to trade if that ever happens. Alright, So all these trades, all these things, all these confirmations, everything I've said, there's always something, there's always an extra confluence. So I don't just wait on key psychological level to get into the trade alone. There's always a confluence, there's always something I'm looking for, all right, on the lower time frame before getting into the trade. But at least this one, has really helped you to navigate, the markets and be able to understand what is possibly going to be happening today and key levels, right? Key strong levels in the market. All right, so that's just the analysis for this morning, guys. Stay profitable. God bless you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.